So here's the deal. I'm an artist, I like to draw, and sometimes I use crayons. I like Crayola, specifically. Good color, cheap, easy to use, easy to find, isn't this great? But here's the thing. You've probably seen that person with the huge collection of the Dandelion crayons, and that's kind of the point here. Because when I heard that the Dandelion crayon was discontinued, I was skeptical. I was like, what? I have the Dandelion crayon, I use it all the time, what do you mean they don't make it anymore? Turns out I've just been using a really old box of crayons, but anyway, I like the Dandelion crayon, it goes on paper better. Nothing against the original yellow personally, it's just a little too transparent for me. I actually made an effort to double check this affinity. I wanted to make sure that I actually liked the crayon rather than just being disappointed that I can't have it anymore, so I went looking around in my mom's old craft supply box to see if we had any, and if we did, how used up they were. I ended up finding an old 64-pack, and well, I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. So having validated my appreciation for the Dandelion crayon and knowing that I only have 2 left available to me, I embarked on a quest. Many Crayola crayon colors have a twin, so to speak, where some colors are basically the same. I went online to see if anybody else had tracked down the twin to the Dandelion crayon, but I guess apparently the answer is no, and nobody even seemed to really be talking about it except for one Reddit post that I wasn't allowed to look at because I don't have a Reddit account. So I decided to undertake this on my own. I first went to Walmart and looked at their selection. I knew that the standard 24-pack had just the regular yellow, and then a yellow-green, and then a yellow-orange, but I didn't really want yellow-green or yellow-orange, because I knew that they don't really compare to the Dandelion. There's a reason the Dandelion stood out, and it's because it wasn't orange or green, it was just a warmer yellow. I did end up picking up a basic standard 24-pack just so I'd be able to compare the standard yellow to the other shades that I came across. Surrounding the 24-pack at Walmart, they had a lot of other different kinds of crayons, so I wound up picking up a few different boxes. I picked up neon crayons, pastel crayons, bold and bright crayons, and colors of kindness crayons. These all seemed to have unique shades of yellow in them, and they were necessary for my experiment. I actually purchased a couple of the colors of kindness boxes, since they seemed to be the strongest in terms of candidates that could potentially replace the Dandelion. I made sure to pick up an extra couple of those, and then, after spending $30 on crayons, I went home. Once I got home, I sacrificed a few strokes of my precious Dandelion to create a color swatch. After I had my Dandelion laid down, I put it back in its box where it belongs, and then I pulled out every crayon from those boxes that could pass for yellow or gold. So in these 5 kinds of boxes, there were a total of 15 crayons that could pass for yellow or gold. I used all the shades. I pulled them all out because I already bought them and I didn't want to waste them for no reason. I did, however, exclude all yellow-green crayons, because Dandelion is clearly not green in any meaningful capacity, and I just wasn't going to waste my time on that. After a few minutes, I completed the color chart. Yay, isn't this great? Looks like some of these are pretty close, whoop-de-doo. But there was just so much space left. In my special box of yellow crayons, on my color chart. So I started thinking, are we sure I got all the yellow? Some of them look special. Is mellow yellow only in pastel packs, or is it in other stuff? What other colors am I missing? Are these all special versions of an original color? Is the original color closer to Dandelion? So I knew what I had to do. I went on Crayola's website and I looked up crayons. I saw it. The 152 Ultimate Crayola Collector Pack. Thing is, it's really pricey, and it comes in a big stupid box, and I can't justify coming home with that. I'm 23 years old, and I already have an art supply hoarding problem, and I don't know how I'm supposed to justify bringing home a big box of crayons and act like it's necessary, because we all know it's not. So I reeled it in a little bit, not just because I was being cheap or something. It was actually because I looked at the color charts on the listing for the 152, and I thought, okay, well, a lot of these are metallic, and that doesn't really suit my needs, and I also don't really need glitter ones either, because dandelions aren't glitter. And then I looked around on the website a little more to see if I could find anything else, and I came across the 120 set. The 120 had all of the same colors, but none of the glitter or the metallics, or, at least very few of them. That was what I needed. That had extra shades of yellow. There are 7 shades of yellow in both sets, and I only need 1 of each shade to see if it's close to what I want. I wasn't able to test goldenrod or regular sun glow, so I really wanted to go and get this 120. So I paid the $8 on Target's website, isn't price matching amazing, and then I waited for them to let me know that they had my stuff. I went straight to the store. I needed answers as soon as possible, so I figured I'd just wait at the store so I wouldn't have any more delays in my experiment. After wasting some time and being perplexed by the Target cashier skipper doll, I was notified that my stuff was ready. Elated and shaking with shame at the thought of bringing home another $10 worth of crayons, I got in my car and hurried back to my house. I extracted the 7 yellows from the 120 set and immediately got to work, testing them against the dandelion strip. And there I saw it. A near-perfect match. Yellow enough not to be orange, saturated enough to stand out on the page. There stood the twin to the dandelion, the goldenrod. Yellow flowers of similar shades, I shouldn't have been surprised to see how closely the hues of their crayons resembled each other. Why they discontinued the dandelion over the goldenrod, I can't say. But I can say this. The colors are nearly identical, and in terms of using them for coloring, whatever minute difference there may be is essentially irrelevant to the user. This is the surviving sibling. This is the last flower standing. The dandelion is dead. Long live the goldenrod. I did a little more research, and it turns out the goldenrod is included in packs of 48 crayons and up. Tempting as it was to purchase more now that I know where to get them, I opted to just relax. I have more crayons than I will ever realistically need, and I honestly do not use them nearly enough for the discontinuation of the dandelion to have weighed on me as much as it did. It's a load off of my mind to have found such a suitable replacement, and now I can enjoy warm shades of yellow without sacrificing a now endangered crayon. Hopefully, other people can benefit from these findings too. Thanks for watching.